Hello everyone, my name is Yusuf Edwards, and welcome to part 92 of the Abigail and Margaret Film School. Let us begin. So, Margaret was in her side of the bed, was on her side of the bed. She was under the covers, and she was thinking about experiencing the wider country of the secret country and what it had to offer her as an individual. So she wakes her wife up, and she gets out of the bed. She turns the hotel light on, and she says, I want to experience the country on my own. And I want you to experience the secret country on your own as well. Would you have a problem with that? No, actually, I think that's a great idea, honey, Abigail said. Well, great. That's what I'm going to do today, she says. Well, wonderful. Hope you don't get hurt or killed. She laughs. She is not happy about that joke, actually. She says, don't you ever jinx me again. Sorry, Abigail apologized. Don't do that again, please. No problem, I won't. After that, they went back to bed. Later on, she wakes up once again, and she leaves she gets ready for the day. So she gets out and gets off the bed one more time and goes into the hotel bathroom to take a shower. After that, she leaves the bathroom, dries off, and puts the complimentary towel back on the rack. Then she goes into the hotel closet where she has her clothes hanging. She picks one out and she begins putting or getting dressed. Then after that, she leaves the hotel room, waving goodbye to her wife for the day and night. She walks out the hotel. The sun is shining, as always. It is a very beautiful day. And she's walking down the street, or she begins to walk down the street of the secret country. So she's walking down the street, having a wonderful time, just walking. No cars is running by at this point, and no cars will be going by because that's against the law, actually. Anyway, she's walking down the street having a wonderful time, just hanging out by herself, just walking. She's a bit hungry, so she walks further down the street, refusing to go back to the hotel room to order room service for breakfast, and decides that there must be some restaurants that serve people for free, right? Or do I need to go and get my money box so I can get a few dollars? She says to herself, maybe that's a good idea. And she turns around, walking back to the hotel room. She goes in the hotel room when she goes back to the hotel, walks in the door, walks in the hotel, sorry for that, her hotel room, and opens the door and goes underneath the bed, grabs a couple of dollars, and she leaves once again. Or she is gone again. After that, she leaves the hotel, and now she's back walking down the street once again, looking to eat breakfast with the dollars that she has. She's continuing walking down the street when she sees a restaurant. She walks towards it, hands the money to the doorman, and after that, she's in. There's a table that is wide open for her, and she sits down, and the waiter takes her order, and she gives her order, and after that, she waits for breakfast. The breakfast arrives, and now she's eating breakfast. Someone shortly thereafter shows up at her table, sits down unannounced, and just starts yapping. She tells him to leave, he wouldn't leave, and she has to call the security guard to take him away. Which is exactly what he does. She can finally, after all that yapping, talking, annoying her, she can finally eat her breakfast in peace, or continue eating her breakfast in peace. After that, she finishes her breakfast, and then she leaves the restaurant. And now she's continuing walking down the street, looking for something to get into. She sees a juggler just juggling some balls, and she stops and just stands there as the crowd around him is just astonished, to say the very least, at the talent this guy clearly possesses, obviously. So after a couple minutes of that, she goes and continues to walk down the street. When the same guy is walking down the street next to her, annoying the crap out of her once again. And this time she runs away, running as far as she can from this guy, and she finally does, and she's walking down the street now, as far away as she could, until she was lost. Now, she wasn't aware of this, but there were woods and there were some woods in as far as she can go. So she wanted to experience that for a while. She got to the woods, and she just lay down on the grass, and as the sun was setting, she was, just looking up at the sky as the sun was going down. After that, she gets up from the grass and she realizes that she is lost. But that doesn't faze her, because all she needed to really do was leave the woods, which is exactly what she does. So after a long walk out the woods, she makes it to the main city of the country. She's walking back to the hotel room so she can order room service for dinner. It is past lunch by this time because time has passed a little bit more quicker in the secret country than it does in Sweet Town or Silver Cat. Anyway, she's walking down the street, going back to the hotel room, when all of a sudden, this guy, but this time, his friends also grabs her and puts her in a car. They just kidnapped Margaret off the street. And she says to herself whilst this was happening, God fucking damn it, Abigail. You asshole, she says to herself. And she is, in a way, she's not happy about this. And so she says, let me out of here, you assholes. Let me out. Obviously, they say no. And, of course, they just don't know how out. They stopped the car, and after they made it to their destination, and they grab her. After they grabbed her, they put a bag over her and walk her to the secret castle. Because she was about to learn the most important secret of all. The name of the secret country. After they bring her to the king of the secret country, she is unbagged, and he introduces himself, or reintroduces himself as the king of the secret country. And he says, would you like to know the name of the country? This is not a bad thing. I just wanted you to know the name. What is it? Blueberry X. And that was it. To be continued. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, leave me a like, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below telling me, Yusuf Edwards, what do you like about the video or hate about the video. And I will see you wonderful people next time. Excuse me. Bye-bye for now.